receiver or wide receiver to tight end? Typically, in your experience.
You know what? I just think I don't think it's easy to do one or the other. I just think I think years in the program and understanding it. I think he's just developed, understands the techniques and knows them, and I think his ability now to be a wide receiver is full time. I think he takes with him the stuff he remembered, working at tight end. So I think the transition's good.
You had him at wide receiver at Wisconsin, didn't you?
We did at a period of time. Really, same reason. Kind of needed him there, and he's willing to do whatever he asks, which is awesome.
How different is what he was doing last year for most of the season from what he's doing? I mean, is it night and day, or is there a lot of overlap?
I think there's overlap. I think you have a position that's kind of like, just call it the R, and it's a wide receiver. It's kind of that adjuster position that can line up in a lot of different spots, and he was always familiar doing that. And now doing more of the X really is on a big transition, because you can get everyone in any of those different spots. So I don't think it'd be easy for someone to come in and learn year 1, year 2, probably year 3, but year 4 and 5, I think you got a better chance to kind of absorb all that and do it. So he's done a tremendous job of holding on to the things that he's learned in the past.
In addition, I mean, you say year 4 or 5, in addition to just being older, is he the kind of guy that you feel like you can probably put a lot on his plate just for who he is?
Yeah, it's funny, sometimes you go over coaching points, and there's guys that they need to rep it a few more times and need a lot of reminders, and some guys you mention it to them and they just kind of, boom, they get it and understand it. And I think some of the stuff that we've done with Maness, he's got enough volume of work that it registers quickly, and he's able to kind of put it on film right away. So that's a benefit that helps us offense a lot.
He's kind of a leader too, isn't he?
You know what? I think guys just appreciate the way he works, and I think appreciates the way he brings I think like football, like this time, you find out guys that are just got a smile on their face and going to go after it and enjoy every minute of it. And I think those guys emerge as being leaders, and I think Maness has a story where guys respect kind of what's got him to this point. So, yeah, I'd say that for sure.
Paul has kind of said that last week was sort of a lot of insulation. Now you guys are moving into, you've got that part behind you, you're kind of moving to that next part of it. So along those lines, how's the offense kind of moving through this second week of camp?
You know what? I think now's the chance where a little bit of adversity, you get a chance to get hit with it. The first week it's a practice, it's a walkthrough. It's a practice, it's a walkthrough. You can kind of gear up. This week you get the double day, and you got to practice. Come back to a double day, and it's like, can you be that? Can you consistently be the best you? Can we be that offense that, when you're not feeling great, when guys are a little banged up, when you're tired, is there going to be someone to pick it up? Is there going to be someone to pick the group up? Is someone going to bring the energy? Who's going to make a play? And that's what you love about this part. I think you have to experience and kind of just welcome the grind of it to find out who you are, and I think that's what we're into right now.
Have you seen them dealing well with that adversity?
Yeah, you know what? Today, I think anytime you come inside, I think they would rather be outside, as all of us would. But they kind of had a workmanlike attitude. They went about it, and they were focused and worked. The energy level wasn't as high, and I think all those things are great coaching points you can bring. But they absolutely have, and they'll be tested more as the week goes on.
What James is planning to do this year? Have you ever coached a player that's played both ways before?
No, not really. Manessa did a little bit his freshman year, but no, not being a main figure. I've seen guys play, have a small role on either side, but James will have a major role, obviously, offensively, and he'll fill a need defensively, and I just think it's great. He's that type of kid. He wants to, whatever he can do to help this program, he wants to do it. And
what sort of, work have you done? Have you talked to other coaches in terms of how to prepare for something like that?
Well, I think kind of our focus was, third down pass rush was going to be his special team. So you weren't going to bog him down learning how to cover on kickoffs and how to be, to kick on the punt. And you were going to say, okay, when we're doing special teams, he can kind of focus in on working, being the third down rusher and being in that package. So that's how we worked it.
Sorry. Obviously, then the other backs are going to have to pick up a little bit, and you seem like some of your freshmen made some plays today. How do you feel like that group's progressed, and particularly those young guys?
Well, I think Seth's been doing a great job with them. I think things show up when it comes to really truly understanding the whole volume of work. We got the runs, Like they know where to go, they know how to get the ball, but you go through all the protections and all the adjustments. Like that needs to emerge. You got to feel confident in that player to be able to do that in the biggest of moments. So I think we're still learning about that group, but like what we see so far.
Do you have an ideal number of running backs going into the season that you'd like to sort of have in the rotation?
Well, regardless, we're going to have more than we had last year. You know, and I don't know. I think it depends on the health of the group. And I think if someone's ready to kind of emerge and ready to play. So I think those two things probably play the biggest factor.
Last one for Coach.
Yeah, I think he's doing a wonderful job. I think Quadri is too. It'll be interesting. Like I said, this week you kind of find out who wants to step forward and say, yep, I'm ready to contribute this year. And I look forward to tomorrow.